3 here in Boulder, Colorado. As you're watching the Big 12 on ESPN, as we welcome you to Black and Gold Day here in beautiful, scenic Boulder, Colorado for the Colorado spring game. The future is now, but before the past being honored. Shedeur Sanders, a successful 2 years here in Colorado. He and Travis Hunter, their numbers are going to be retired. Julian Lewis, the 5-star prospect, 17 years old.
Buffs fans, please direct your attention to the east side of the stadium for the unveiling of Shedeur Sanders' jersey retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for legendary number 2, Shedeur Sanders. 125 snaps in his 2 seasons in Boulder. Buffs fans, please direct your attention to the east side of the stadium for the unveiling of Travis Hunter's jersey retirement. Give it up for one of one, number 12, Travis Hunter.
Colorado, and got to get a little special teams in here, Matty, to get this thing kicked off and get it going.
Yeah, so the script they're doing right now, they do a kickoff, they alternate with the kick return, they'll do a punt, and then you mentioned Mata, who came over with Deion Sanders from Jackson State. He was telling us a story yesterday. He's like, Mata's not going to miss. He's not going to miss when I put him out there, and I found it interesting when he was talking about the quarterback competition and Salter and Juju Lewis, and what he told both of them. And he told Salter when he was coming down the field, don't. So they'll set him up for a 38-yarder first. I don't know if Prime's giving him a pep talk or what. Dancing in front of him, trying to give him some kind of distraction.
Right on cue.
All right, good. No, no good. All right, see what we did there?
Kicker.
It worked. It worked the first time.
Set! Ready, set! There it is!
Back on track. Back on track right after the first miss. Look.
He's going to go around, check everybody out, make sure they're ready to go. You want to go through all 4 phases of special teams. We'll get a chance to see some live action and get after it throughout the course of this afternoon, but special teams always a key piece.
How many times throughout the season, though, throughout the 16 weeks of the season, championship weekend, games come down to college kickers?
A lot.
And if you have a kicker,
all the time. It's a
you
weapon.
have a weapon, right?
It's a weapon. You take it off.
Flipped his commitment here. He should be going to junior prom. Instead, he's starting the spring game for Colorado. That's Dallin Hayden, the running back up the middle. We talked to Marshall Falk.
We'll see if we get a chance to see him put in the air here on second down.
So swing it out of the backfield to Hayden. First thing
it's on the run game, more utilization of 1 and 2 tight ends. There were a lot of heavy 4 wide receiver team a year ago.
And they're not going to hit the quarterback, and if they do, they're going to be in a big, big problem. Is that was
down?
Gave us Walker, he gave us Barnes. We'll get into those guys as well. As Brandon Hood now in the backfield. And when you're a team, and a good run for Hood, when you're a team that had the star power receivers, it's Stoutmeyer again that brings them down. They're losing 30
in the Big 12 in rushing offense, 133rd in the country. A little trick there from Juju Lewis. Lost his footing. They've got to find a way to highly touted kid coming out of North Crowley, but that is so much production. I don't think you're going to be able to completely make it up.
You see the ball jump out of his arm, Julian Lewis. They're going to run 5 plays here in these offensive possessions, get some of these guys in, as that was Cam Michael, the intended receiver, covered on a play by.
That'll be an area that they look at to potentially address, with a lot of players who are in that portal here in attendance at today's game.
But I know it's easy to give the offense a lot of the conversation because
delayed as we get a chance to get our first eyes on Caden Salter taking over the offense.
And a great career at Liberty, comes in, final year of eligibility. That was a great defensive play there. We talked
Scoreboard, this is fantastic.
so Salter here, 3rd and long, completes it over the middle. That is Zach Atkins. He just got all 20 and then some. So they're going to get 2 points for a 20. And Lewis, again, Lewis got the start with the ones. Play fake for Salter. He's going to roll out. A good job, and that's what he does well. He can move on his feet, throw the ball. As you see, Titus Batista go down and grab his knee. 2 years ago, what Salter was able to do to Liberty in that dream season and that run that they went on. They were a talented team, had a high-flying offense. Salter, a big reason for that. 7 more flags get thrown. That's going to be PI on 1. There was movement in the backfield. Somebody makes it 1st and 10. Salter, play fake. Again, he's content with taking that all day. Can't go broke taking a profit.
Look at that stiff arm there.
Charlie Williams, he said, look, that's the 3rd time we've seen a tight end involved. A nice drive for Salter, getting his opportunity. Gonna run it right up the middle. That'll get the 1st down. And Holly, we're seeing it early on. The offensive line has been a big conversation within this program.
That's 330, a 5-star recruit. They've got some really good kids coming back that they can continue to build that depth and strength up front.
Holly, thank you. Christian Sarum on the run. Jeremiah Brown brings it down, one of the guys they ID'd.
And they feel that they're going to see, real improvement in that department all throughout the course.
I mean, they've just been hitting this play, and the defense finally caught up to it. That was Sarum again, brought down by the true freshman T.J. Branch from Miami.
Just drive and be smart.
The answer is yes. Good read. Harge. Look, this is a legitimate and
Man, this is 5th year of college football. He's played a lot. He's very comfortable in this moment. Juju Lewis, 1st time he's been in the stadium. Both these guys, nice throw on the move once again.
5 of 5 for.
Call it different. It's going to look and feel a little different, and I wouldn't rule out seeing both of these guys, heading into next season, because they do bring different dynamics and skill sets to the table.
As Batista, as we continue to see the running back, they will evolve to the talent they have on the field. Pat Shurmur's a great offensive mind. He's been in the NFL. He understands that if I've got a quarterback that can get out of the pocket, give me 3, 5, 6 yards of completion. So Batista trying to get in there and put the gold team on top. Another flag down on the play. It's been a good job. Again, fine. There's Joseph Williams again, gain of 6.
Trick anybody. Just trying to put these players out here in position. Let them make plays.
Time for Salter. End zone. Almost got a glimpse of what Joseph Williams is capable of. He almost came back and caught that. As it falls in. Don't take my 3 away. They're in field goal range. Salter doesn't have to force the throws. He's got a man wide open over the middle. Let him too much, intended for Atkins.
And that's one that Caden Salter is going to wish he
In a Rockies game, and we're set.
I'd rather be right here watching Juju Lewis try to win this quarterback battle. We'll see if this second opportunity a little bit more fruitful. Ooh.
That's a smart play by him to knock that down, by the way. The defense taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves Saturday on ABC. That's Hayden breaking a big one. Dallin Hayden, that's a big physical run out of him. They'll get some points because they broke a 20-yard play. That was good for 20.
Hayden, he's a physical downhill runner. Good patience and burst through the hole for the biggest chunk run we've seen here today.
Again, 20-plus yard play, you get 2 points. 8-plus yards, you get 1. And a good job by the defense there. We haven't seen
football season and continues to learn and learn on a daily basis.
Said he put about 15 pounds of muscle in the offseason when he got here for winter workouts, but you can't understate that enough. Ryan Williams was the poster child for 7-year-old
that are reclassified. Cooper Flagg, we saw throughout the college basketball season.
How'd that work out?
As the season went on, he just got better and better.
You can see the arm there from Lewis. Terrell Timmons, DJ McKinney on the coverage. You got a flag down. Just to be blunt, it's garbage. But transfers in attendance today with some of the players that are here, keeping an eye on, as Dion told us, they're going to look to add 17 to 19 more players to the roster. And, you know, we talk about Salter and his ability with this feet. And to move the chains and get another point as they've gone down 6-5. That was Tawfik Bayard. So much production lost both sides of the ball after the 9-win season. So 3rd and 2. Hayden tries to bang it up in there, and the defense does a good job to hold him short. That's going to bring up a 4th down. That was Martavius French again. Could knock one through from 49. Air's thin up here. No good. All right, 6-5.
Both positive and negative, right? But everybody's watching and everyone's paying attention. And you know where else that's reflected? The gravitation to Coach Prime in his coaching staff.
Let's hang on for a second, though. Caden Salter's having a good scrimmage. He's having a real. This Joseph Williams kid is Salter under center. We'll call it the boulder holder, not the bush push.
That's a dollar.
I don't know, it's a lot of them.
Do we have a Dion one yet?
No, not yet.
All right, that's
Got
coming.
one in the making, though.
By the way, tied at 6 apiece. Salter trying to direct traffic. That you know what that was, Dustin? That was just a scrimmage play.
100%.
There was
Linemen were just walking.
there was nothing football about it. It was
drive in this setting. I'm going to watch the quarterback just because I know that's what everybody wants to see, but it's tough for my eyes not to be down watching the big guys do a little pass rush. Check it down to the running back out of the backfield. Here's some more of going back to Caden Salter.
Joseph Williams all with Shador and Travis Hunter and all these receivers. Dion and Shermer, they've got to go into the offseason thinking they've got a good unit they could build around.
No question. And that's going to be a lot of contact.
They threw the flag on it. So and
Wide receivers, but line of scrimmage for Colorado. Can they get that running game improved? Are they that much better in year 3 up front? And Warren Sapp told us we go 8 deep on the defensive line.
Yeah.
He said we feel really good about 8.
And Holly, you were down with the Colorado defensive coordinator.
Okay, I'm trying not to get you in between plays. You're still calling stuff out here, right? What are you trying to see right now?
Oh, we got a lot of young guys in there. It's good to see. I thought Tawfik Thomas had some really good rushes. You know, Arden Walker did some good things. You know, it's hard to tell the guys on the inside. Otis had a play he probably should have made, like that interception that we should have made. That's great. But no, they've done a great job. We got 2 new D-line coaches. They really have come in and done a really good job.
Johnson's back. Jalen Daniels is back. The Big 12. I mean, you look at the quarterbacks
Sawyer
coming
Robertson is back.
Right. I mean, this is a league. There's a shot over the middle. Now, that was a good look at Juju's arm. He finds Cam Michael. That's the first time we've really seen him plant that back foot, make a read, and sling it over the middle. That was a good play out of the true freshman.
It was a beautiful pass. Nice job. He kind of drops down 3/4. I love this look from the back end. Reads it out, sees it, knows that slant's going to come open. Plays perfectly to his big target, Mike Hill.
So back into the team period after a brief 7-on-7 and one-on-ones down at the end zone.
We obviously know what happened at UCF.
Can we just talk real quick, though, to Rich Rod in West Virginia? That to me is the beauty of college football in a nutshell. He went and
Scott Frost, now he left, he went to Nebraska, he went back home. It didn't work. I am fascinated to see.
oh, that was a good throw, almost a great catch. Flag on the play. That was Michael covered by McKinney.
If he can reignite his career, determine who's going to win this league as any conference in college football. I like to call it the conference of competition because so many of these teams are competitive. You ran off the list of really good veteran quarterbacks. Maybe more that I could sit here and debate with you and make a case that they have a legitimate chance to make a run to Arlington for a Big 12 championship, and what's not to love about that?
I see Brandon Hood get in there for a touchdown. That was a Juju Lewis-led drive.
Conferences that are in a bowl game last year.
So a 2-point conversion attempt here. Dallin Hayden, good job getting in. There's a good, good physical run up front as he broke through the tackle to Byard, who's had a really, really nice spring afternoon. As we check in with Hall.
Never coached before. He said that he's had people trying to get him to coach forever. Coach Prime's been working on him for a long time. You see a shot down the field.
Should have been another flag, but they didn't throw it.
Backs to ever pick up a football.
I'd asked him, challenges of becoming a coach, and he said it's the communication of explaining.
As a defensive back, it's just littered all throughout this coaching staff.
Salter, plenty of time, tried to zip one over the middle. That was nearly picked off by Jeremiah Brown. It was picked off, rather, by T.J. Brand.
What progress are you seeing?
A lot of progress, just them understanding exactly what we're trying to do and what's required for them to have success in this game.
We showed a video, and you were very serious talking about you are going to demand effort.
In games.
Okay, you never fatigued. I remember a game at BYU where you were just like bloody bruised and you kept going in and in. So this is pretty cool. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to learn as a young running back, and you're probably too young to know who Marshall Faulk is, like you said, Googleable. Just hit up Marshall Faulk Highlights YouTube and be prepared to be wowed by your position coach.
And he brings instant credibility with a guy like that.
Retired today, I'd say overall, the 15th and final spring practice got what they needed out of it.
Yeah, they did. I tell you, we came in talking about this quarterback battle. It's one practice of 15. This is going to continue into the summer, into fall camp. We were impressed with what we saw from Caden Salter.
Yep.
Which, again, he's going to be a fifth-year senior.
He should, right.
He should come out here. He was running with the twos. Now he had the two offense, but against the two defense. And I thought that he made good, smart, decisive decisions. You saw his athleticism, the ability to throw it, run it. He looked really good in what we saw here this afternoon. Juju Lewis looked like a 17-year-old freshman out here in the stadium with fans watching for the very first time.
He'll have to go into summer workouts. He's got to watch a lot of tape. He's going to develop as the season goes on before they go into training camp. But if I'm Pat Sherman, if I'm Prime, I go into summer, go into fall saying, okay, I've got a veteran quarterback that clearly understands how to run the offense.
That's right.
And I've got a really talented true freshman that we believe is going to be great.
Yep.
We can win with both of these guys. It's going to be completely different than how they did it ago, but we can win with both of these quarterbacks, and we know